Good evening and welcome everybody back to Stellos Stadium in Nashua, New Hampshire. John Collins with Tom King. It's girls varsity soccer, Nashua High South versus North. We are underway, Tom.
Well, John, South and North, we had a great game in the boys' game earlier. And this game right now, again, a story of two different teams. South coming in at 5-4. Manfred Beyer has been the coach at Nashua South since 1994, and he has done a good job at Nashua. He had the Unified Nashua program. He's done a great job at least keeping this South program competitive, while North has tailed off since the split. And they come in with a record of 1-10. Their only win of the year, I believe, a 2-1 win over a 2-0 win recently over Winnicott.
Here are your goaltenders for the games.
In goal for Nashua South, Bruna DePaula, who's been a mainstay for them for the last couple of years. And in North, Sonia Theriault.
And of course, North in white and two shades of purple, blue, and the Panthers
North
in
is
purple.
North in blue, South with the white jerseys.
South has the white jerseys, reverse of the boys now, so I could get that straight. And of course, that means South is kicking from their own end to the left of your screen. 40-minute halves in both boys and girls soccer in this rivalry weekend. We have soccer, field hockey, and football coming your way on Nashua's ETV. Jim McLean on camera for this evening's game. The second of two soccer games here at Stellos Stadium. It started out as a light rainy evening with the sun-dappled field.
You
sun-dappled.
You get that sun-dappled going again, John, I'll tell you.
Yeah, in case you missed
now,
it.
I take it now at night it's moon manifested? Is that what we're going to call it?
Now you're beyond me. There you go. There you go. You just leapfrogged ahead.
I tell you, don't give me a challenge like that.
I think you made that up. Nice fly ahead to the Titans. And it's out of bounds.
Well, Ryder, we make everything up. Come on, right. You do the same thing. Let's go here.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think plantologist was definitely a made-up word
doubt about
it. For our landscaper here. But we digress. It's a 0-0 game, of course, to begin here. South versus North, and the Titans are going to boot it upfield, and it gets stopped there by the Panthers, though, in the Titan zone. Kicking it ahead. And out of bounds. That was Olivia Powell, number 15. Near side.
This game last year.
Two balls were on the field for a second. That confused me.
No,
okay.
This game last year had a couple of injuries in it. It was a very, very physical game between the two teams.
And that was one thing that the officials just said to me.
I'm not sure if it was Bruna DePaula or not who took a ball to the head, and the game was delayed for about 20 minutes.
Right. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. You wouldn't expect that to happen in soccer games.
Right.
That was kind of a touchy moment. Out of bounds, far side.
This is a different schedule this year. We're having the soccer doubleheader, afternoon, evening soccer doubleheader. Last year they played soccer and field hockey all in one day here on a Saturday afternoon, but opted not to do that this year.
South basically keeping the ball in the Titans' end to begin the game, as North trying to get it out of their side are finally able to do that. Panthers going back with some pressure on their heels. Kicked up near side. Number 4 is Megan Hemond for the Titans in all blue. And it makes its way through to the goaltender. I don't know if that counts as a shot on goal, but it's picked up there by Bruna DePaula, the junior goalkeeper.
But you have to think, John, after that rain that we had, the shower that we had, the hard, heavy shower that we had earlier, and now with the moisture from the moist air of the evening starting to settle in, you've got to think that turf is going to be a little slick, even more slick than it was for the boys' game earlier.
Right, and we'll see how many players, hopefully not too many, slip and fall as a result. Abigail Cote is number 10, playing some defense over there for the Panthers, able to get it out of their own zone. Now fought for at midfield and kicked far into the Titans' end. It's going to go all the way to the goaltender, Sonia Theriault, a junior. Why is that they allow the goaltenders not to wear uniform jerseys?
Because they're special.
Maybe this is like one of those glove questions we asked in the first game.
They're special.
Yeah, I think there's a reason for it. Maybe it's that in traffic the officials can pick them out more, that they know they can use
I think
their
they
hands.
need a separate jersey. You don't want the goaltender to mesh with the others. I mean, in hockey, it's different. Goaltender's got special padding and a mask. Here's a chance right there, but not able to do it. Picking the ball up very quickly, Sonia Theriault.
Yeah.
Nice pickup.
It was a wise move because it looked like that right on the doorstep was Michaela Nault. So out of bounds now. It's Titan ball. I got to think that this kind of weather's ideal, except for the slippery field conditions. When you're running as much as these players are, rather than having it too hot, I mean, this has got to be pretty close to ideal conditions. You see one player there, Tom, sleeveless. Michaela Nault, number 14.
And you see I broke down, the jacket's already on.
It's a heavy leather.
Jim McLean wanted me to put on gloves and a ski cap. I think that's because he was setting me up. He wanted to do a camera shot, and that's why he was setting me up.
Ball fought for in the Titans' end, and the Lady Titans come away with it. Down the sideline it goes and stays in bounds as it hooks down for the Panthers to play with down there. Another player electing to go sleeveless. That's number 15. These girls are tougher than the boys were, I think.
Yeah, I know. The boys had gloves the whole bit. I know, no kidding.
These girls came to play. That's Olivia Powell, number 15, down in front of us. Or is it number 16, which would be, that would be Molly Hemond if it's 16. Kicked ahead now by number 2 for South. That's Kristen DeShane. That is Hannah Cunningham, excuse me, in South is number 16 in white. Going with the sleeveless look. Matching your teammate, Michaela Nault, number 14. Also, Summer Burton, number 7. Going around the field looking for sleevelessness now. The sign of the offensive linemen in the NFL, they kill me with that. You know, it's like 0 out and they come out without the sleeves on.
Oh, the tough guys.
Yeah. You know firsthand.
Crazy guys.
They got to be cold, though. I mean, come on. Like, I don't understand how they can get, function like that. But
I think the coldest I've ever seen was, the coldest I've ever seen in New England was the Tennessee Patriot playoff game back in, was it 2005?
Right, yeah.
And then I think the other cold was 2007, it was January 2008 with the Giants and Packers. And here's a break right now. North trying to get a break on DePaul. They've got a shot that's angled off, but DePaul did a good job to get over there and cut off the angle. There was no help. The play was all to one side of the field.
Yeah, she sure did make a nice play, though, Tom. She read it well. Titans with definitely a spark of offense right there. Good job putting some pressure on. Smaller rosters, I noticed, for the girls' team than the boys' team had. So sure most of these players that you're looking at right now are going to be asked to go the distance.
Adding to the, the tough seasons that these teams, North, well, actually, like I said, South has been fairly competitive, but not the elite team that Manfred Beyer had when he coached the unified Nashua squad. And we're already 11 minutes into this soccer game. Neither team with a great chance, although North just had one down at the other end of the field. Probably the best chance that either team has had, a shot that was angled off by DePaula.
Just under 30 minutes to go in the first half. We had a lot of scoring in that boys game. It was 2-2 in the first half. Of course, we had to wait till overtime for another goal, but 5 goals in a soccer game is rather a lot. So we'll wait to see if anything close to that develops here in the girls' game. I would prefer if the girls would play on this side of the field, Tom. It'd be a lot easier to pick up the numbers as it goes out of bounds into the bushes. October hued.
Well, you get that fall feel tonight, though, don't you?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Yeah, when you break out the Marlon Brando jacket, I definitely feel like
that's it. You know it. You know that the other stuff isn't far behind.
Rebel with a cause, Tom King, and the cause, of course, is saving money, among others.
What are you doing to me? Come on, making it sound like I'm going to pitch a tent when I go home. Start a campfire.
And also the other causes, sports entertainment. Excellence in sports entertainment, written and verbal.
You're trying awfully hard to make up. You're trying awfully hard to come back, aren't you?
That's the nature of sports. You make a mistake and you bounce right
Right,
back.
that's right.
Titans trying to bounce it out of their own end here if they can.
Someone said, don't try to hide, don't try to cover up a word like cheap with a fancy word like frugal.
Oh, yeah.
Someone once told me that.
I didn't say the. Did I?
No, you didn't say any words. No, you didn't. You didn't. No. No, that's wrong. What is a blast? There's Jim McClain with a blast from the past, huh? How about that? Wow.
That Bill Martin reference went right over me.
Yes, it did. Yes, you missed out on all that fun.
The Titans trying to get a rise out of this pretty good crowd here at Stellos Stadium.
Here's a break.
Down the left sideline we go. That's North's number 11. Victoria Souza loses the handle.
Yeah, she had to settle a great defensive play. Getting and recovering well. Abigail Cody for South, the senior. An experienced fullback, made a senior-type play and just cut the angle down so that when the forward was looking up, she basically looked up and there was Cody standing there coming out of nowhere. 26:45 left to go in the first half. We've got no score here at Stellos Stadium. Nashua North against Nashua South. Tom King along with John Collins calling your game on the play-by-play. Jim McClain on camera. Pete Johnson, our executive producer.
Cote curled that pass a little bit too much and went out of bounds, so it's going to be the Titans ball inbound. They do. Nice touch there. As the player for North, Colby Croteau, was able to set up her teammate. Panthers trying to break it up. A long shot's going to go over the end line, and it's going to be a goal kick for South.
Just checking to see if the family in front of us that was dining at the end of the first game.
They're still eating.
They get dessert?
They got some potato chips
down
there.
I thought it was dessert. See, I was wondering if they had dessert yet.
I think they're...
These kids are enjoying their meal, that's for sure. Yep, yeah. Nice night of entertainment at Stellos Stadium.
The officials for today's game, Dave Hebert and Nadir Lutas. On the far side is Nadir. She pronounced it Nadir. Even it's spelled N-A-D-I-R-E. Lutas, L-U-T-A-S, and Dave Hebert. The Panthers with a chance down deep. There's a touch pass, and it's going to find the foot of a Titans defender, fortunately for
she might have been
North.
She might have been better served just to turn and fire that ball because
It was in pretty close.
I think that was Hannah Cunningham. Cunningham's a good player. She's played well for the Panthers this year.
Hannah Cunningham, number 16, wearing a white jersey, purple numerals, of course, and the Titans are in blue with white numbers on their jerseys. There's a dangerously bouncing ball. Will the Titans be able to get it? It's up around head high, and Titans attacker is going to kick this one.
I'll tell you what, I've got to give North the credit. They've got the style points right now. They've been down deep in South territory a little bit more frequently than the Panthers have at the other end of the field.
And we've learned earlier in the boys' game that those kind of inroads usually lead to scoring chances, and we'll see if that develops here.
It was about this time when the scoring chances started to make their way in the boys' game.
It's interesting how the players kind of have to feel it out, and then they start to perform more in sync with each other and set each other up for scoring chances. If you missed it, the boys' game, a hat trick by Raul Navia Martinez, the star of the game for South, was able to get the first goal, the fourth goal to tie it up 2-2, and then the game winner after a scoreless second half in overtime. 5:20 into overtime on a great feed from two of his teammates for the game winner. So now the girls' game has got a way to go to live up to those kind of dramatics, but we're tied right now, at least scoreless at the moment.
Yeah, that's just it. You know, you get a raucous boys game like that with a lot of action, and then all of a sudden get a game where these players have been standing around for a long time. They've been kind of waiting the start of that game. Remember, the first game went into overtime.
And also was delayed a little bit by the sprinkles.
Delayed by the sprinkles. They didn't have any warm-up time, not a lot of warm-up time, maybe 5 minutes they were out there on the field warming up. I mean, we started very quickly the second game. They tried to warm up and run laps during the game. So they're a little tight right now. I think it's going to take a whole half of soccer. You may see the opposite effect. I think it's going to take a whole half of soccer for them to get loose and get warmed up and get going on this field. And then in the second half, you know, maybe they'll have a little bit more of a burst of energy. That's the way I look at it anyway. I don't see the teams running up and down the field the way the boys were to allow that same fatigue that we saw in the first game.
Yeah, they do seem to be picking their spots a lot more. Ball is played down the right sideline. It's loose. It's the Panthers' opportunity here. Sprinting downfield is Sena
Oran, and she forced
Sena had
another
chance,
play,
but goes back past the end line, and it's going to be a goal kick for the Titans.
Clock ticking, 22-11. We're almost halfway through the first half.
Tom, it's Thursday evening as we tape this, of course, here at Stellos Stadium, and so I was wondering if we could get a preview of your prediction for the Nashua boys football game, the South versus North, since this probably...
Boy, I'll tell you,
after your...
a lot of points. A lot of points are going to be scored. I think a lot of points. I mean, I saw South roll up 41 points against Concord, against a good Concord team that started off the season pretty well. And, of course, we already know what happened with North. I mean, and, you know,
they lost in a barn burner.
You know, you give the credit to North overall because of the way that they've come in with a reputation. But you know what? Reputations have been made in these North-South games over the last few years. Teams have been able to, the winner of that regular season game has been able to establish an identity from the rest of the season on. I'm going to call South in an upset.
Wow.
I'm going to give South the benefit of the doubt with an upset.
So we will see. Some of the people that are watching this probably will find out. Well, I'll know already whether you're right or not.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just going to say the rivalry may, you know, bring it together because they looked, you know, they played Concord, obviously. Concord not, you know, winless last year, trying to make strides this year. But, I don't know. You know, one weakness that South has had all year long has been their defense. You know, the last couple of years has been their defense, and their defense played pretty well when I saw them play. So you wonder the hangover effect. And here's another break for the South girls soccer team with a shot and a save.
Sonia Theriault, nice play in the goal.
Play. Not a very strong shot.
Right.
Not a line drive kick.
Not a tester, but
that was a roller, and the only way those usually go in is if it's with the movement on the ball, the spin of the ball deflecting off the goaltender.
Yeah,
that's the only way that usually happens.
They'll bobble it for a moment,
Yep,
and you'll
exactly.
get a striker that pounces, but not there.
So we'll see. I'll make that call, John. We'll see what, you and I will see what happens. Viewers at home probably already know by now.
Right.
My predictions in the pro picks have not been going well, so
we won't go there.
We won't go there.
Yeah, it's difficult. I mean, there's so much parity in the league.
That's just it. This is the biggest parity I've seen in all my years covering the NFL. This is the biggest parity I've seen in the first month of the season.
I like the quote from one of the network sportscasters that please raise your hand if you predicted that the only undefeated team in the NFL would be the Chiefs.
Kansas City Chiefs, right.
Right. So, old friend Matt Castle. And how are the health of the teams going into that game anyway?
Good question. I'm not. I mean, I didn't see any injuries at all when South walked off the field, and I don't think North suffered from anything either.
I wasn't aware.
Andre Williams has had some health problems through the first part of the season, but he seemed to overcome those. He had 170 yards rushing against Salem.
Good hustle here by both teams as the ball is fought for at midfield. Titans trying to get a threat going here. And it is at the feet of number 9, Colby Croteau. Gives it up to her teammate.
It's October, John. It's time for it's time for teams to try to get some separation and establish identities for themselves. The feeling out process in the first month of the season is over with, and now you get into the month of October where it makes or break. It makes you or it breaks you. In most sports.
Out of bounds, near side. Titans
South wants to see a win here tonight in this game because they're 5-4. They don't want to go back to 500. They want to start the trend in the other direction so they can go into the tournament with the highest seed possible. North, meanwhile, probably won't be in the tournament, but if they could win tonight and put together a few wins, they could start 1-10 coming in.
Right. So it's a upset if, of course, North can pull this one off. But right now, they got the ball, and it's a tie game.
And they've outplayed South, I think, in this game.
You would never know the records of the two teams by how it's gone here early. Loose ball at midfield. A lot of space out there right now for the Panthers if they can capitalize. Down the field they come. 120-yard long pitch, and it's a ball that just goes past the intended teammate in the center of the field. Nearly a nice scoring chance for the Panthers. Certainly a lot of energy expended there, and there's going to be a quick substitution. I believe that's number 8. Alexa Estrada that just came into the game, spelling her teammate. And as in the boys' game, the goalie's kind of surrendering the goal kick to a teammate to do the honors. Doesn't get out of the zone, though. The Panthers are at the beginnings of a threat here. He's like almost like a corner kick.
Shot, and watch out for bearing down on that.
Sonia Theriot, the goaltender, let it go, and now the ball's still loose in front. The Panthers trying to create a chance. And back to the defenders it goes.
Boy, running after that loose ball on the kick, Caitlin Conmey. Conmey, another good player.
Panthers stepping up and keeping up the pressure. Ball in the Titan zone still. And the goaltender outside the box is going to have to kick this ahead.
Titans went through, I think, a winless year of their own a couple of years ago, so it's not easy to do. Not easy to keep up the enthusiasm and get the numbers out and get the program,
what a great game for getting in shape, though.
Shake that attitude. Oh, yeah, obviously, these kids play a lot of soccer,
Yeah. And my own son's playing soccer for the first time this fall. He's very much enjoying it.
So you're a soccer dad? You got the van, the whole bit, driving it? There we go.
I do.
All right. Get the bumper sticker on the car. You're all set.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't. No. See, there you go. Yeah, proving my point. I love it. I love it. Welcome to suburbia. Saturday mornings, we know where the Collins family is. That's for sure.
I know where the King family is, too.
Sound asleep.
Yeah, that's right. Is there a Yankee sticker on the vehicle? There is not.
Are you
right?
kidding me?
You're smarter than that.
Think I'd have the car 10 years if I had one on there?
It's a good team. You should be proud.
Yeah, I am. In my living room. Only the cats as a witness.
Ball is played in front. Another nice setup for South. They just need to convert it to break this scoreless tie if they can. Ball popped up in the air. Right there in front of us, that's Shelby Descateau trying to control it. And it's going to drift out of bounds on the kick down the right corner.
14-16 left to play here first half. We've got no score. Nashua North, Nashua South. Hope you're enjoying all the North-South action on Nashua's ETV. Soccer, boys and girls, field hockey, girls field hockey, and of course, the North-South football game.
I'm going to try to do a little reading on the field hockey rules to brush up. One side of the stick only, is that correct?
One side of the stick only, basically no contact, no body contact. The whistles will blow fast and furious. Yeah, you missed out on that fun last year. I did the field hockey game. Did the field hockey and girls soccer. You came on board for the good game, the boys soccer.
Boot put to the ball there by the South goaltender, Bruna De Paula, who's been a lonely goaltender for much of the last few minutes. Ball mostly in the Titan zone where Sonia Theriault is your goaltender.
This is De Paula's third year as a starter, if I'm not mistaken. I think she started as a freshman.
Sonia is well, obviously a good goaltender, but she's been watching for most of the game. As both offenses are in need of some chances.
Very sluggish game right now. Neither team can get any type of an attack going, any type of a steady plan going. And again, I think that's from waiting around, waiting to play the game. First game goes into overtime. And here's possibly a chance, but no. Now this will be a kick back to the goalie type of play, although they didn't try that. And South may live to regret that because now North can set up and try to get it from wing to the middle of the field.
Doing some fancy footwork down deep is number 10, Elizabeth McAfee, trying to spring a teammate maybe in front of the goal, but good defense by South.
And that was Shelby Descateau who decided not to pass it back to De Paula, which I thought would have been the play. 11:51 to play here first half, still no score.
The Panthers with a throw-in from their own end, and it is going to bounce free.
They won this game handily last year, but they scored early, I believe. They don't have that early goal to give them that confidence right now. Because they are on paper they're the favorite going into this game.
Loose ball, sprinting is Sina Oren. She is loose for the moment, and good hustle to get back on defense by the Titans.
The Titans get back on defense, and that's a big thing because Hannah Cunningham was bearing down from behind. She could have come right in and taken over that play, but there were too many blue bodies for her to get a shot at the ball.
Some substitutions coming into the game now. 11 minutes even to go in the first half as the clock rolls. 40-minute halves in high school soccer. Near side, Panthers intercepted. Shelby Descateau is broken up in turn by the Titans. Downfield comes number 11, Victoria Souza, and the senior is broken up. Midfield play, back and forth it goes. As both teams urgently trying to work the ball down into the scoring area. 10:22 left, and in the far bushes it goes.
At the 50-yard line, right at it.
Throw in, and goes by the intended receiver while we're talking 50-yard line. Now the Titans have it.
They're going to try to work the wing. They're trying to work that right wing and then get it in space towards the middle of the field once you get down near the 10-yard line, but they're not able to get it down that far.
I know it's called a beautiful game. Would you ever be in favor of changing some aspect of soccer to
I think you've got to change something to get scoring. I
numbers?
really do. I don't know how you shorten the field, do something. Not really sure. You know, that's been the debate, not just for regular season rules, but it's been the debate in high school for tournament play. You know, for overtime. You know, how do you do it? Do you take a player off the field one by one as time goes down? And you know, it's because a lot of people, as we have a north corner coming up, a lot of people don't like the shootout. You know, right on the goal. It puts too much pressure on both parties at this young age.
Maybe we can enlist the person that invented the internet to.
Al Gore?
Yeah. You know, to invent the in the net, or you know what I mean, to enhance the number of soccer goals. The greater minds that are out there that have invented
I think the only way
things.
you really do it is you shorten the field. You know, and I think that's you know, shorten and narrow it. I think that's the way to. That's the indoor soccer.
I mean,
way.
who decided it should be 11 on 11? Why shouldn't it be 9 on 9 on the
I don't
field,
know,
right?
but I mean. But that's one way to you think that you could do it, but
upheaval would be huge, though. I mean, this played literally all over the world. You'd have to get everybody on board. Probably have a schism in the soccer world from the old rules. And
yeah, you're right. You've got to get the entire world on board. It's not going to happen.
You got to get Messi on board. You got to get Kaká on board.
It's not going to happen because you know
Messi is not going to walk through that door and score a goal in a scoreless game with 7:57 to go in the first half.
You got that right. But
Kaká is not going to walk through that door, Tom.
Yeah, but I think if I had to pick a player who's maybe, I think Cunningham, the midfielder, the junior midfielder, she's tall, she's got a good strong foot. I think she's going to have a good chance to score in this game.
And if Ronaldo walked through that door, it would stop and everybody would ask for his autograph.
Oh, there's a nice play right there by the goaltender, Sonia Theriault. She had to get up there under duress and grab the loose ball. Because I think right now, the way these two teams are playing, it's going to take a mistake by somebody to produce a goal.
I like when you say that because usually there's a goal.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Like,
of course, when I said
a couple of minutes out.
Yeah, well, in the first game that backfired. I said I don't think anybody's going to score. And all of a sudden, a minute later, somebody did. So.
And a free kick for the Panthers. The Lady Panthers in a pretty advantageous spot inside the midfield stripe with a lot of space to operate.
But congratulations to the South Boys, Tony Estrada's team, with their first win of the season.
Nice boot there. It's loose in front of the goaltender. And
nice one-handed grab by Tara. Did you see that? That ball bounced up.
I did.
She kind of misjudged it. She had to go up and reach with one hand to make that save.
Last time I saw that, I think, was
Randy Moss. Moss in the end zone. Yeah, you may see that a lot. How fitting is that? How fitting is that Moss returns on Halloween?
It is, huh?
How fitting is that?
Yeah, it could be a scary day for the Patriots defense. But, you know, also the interesting thing is that the Patriots traded him to the
Vikings. Right before
Vikings
they play the Jets on Monday night. Right.
Rex Ryan, it's some interesting.
Darrelle Revis already talking trash in New York. Hey, they can back it up. More power to them.
Right. I just don't think he should be saying anything with Moss playing on turf and actually trying to impress people. That's when he's dangerous.
Well, this game will be in New York. It'll be on field. It'll be on field turf.
Oh, field turf, yeah.
It'll be in New York. It won't be in the dome.
Actually, there's probably very few grass fields left.
It'll be in the dome. So that's one of the things that makes soccer a little bit more enjoyable to watch here in Nashua because they play it on the turf at Stellos Stadium. The ball has a little bit truer bounce, and it's a little bit faster game when they play it on this surface.
Out of bounds, far side, 5.5 minutes to go in the first half. 0-0 is the score.
That was a bone of contention 10, 15 years ago when they would play tournament games at some of the college sites. Keene State would host a couple of girls tournament games out in Keene, and that would be played on turf, and not a lot of schools had it. So the game would be much faster than what the kids were used to. But now a lot of schools do have it as we fast forward 15 years later.
I wish my lawn had it. I wouldn't have to mow it. All right, they got a laugh out of our plantologist with that one.
Yeah, John, let's take a look at that. All right, let the color analyst analyze that. How much mowing did you really have to do this summer? All right, with the way the weather was.
You're right. A month.
And it's October, so why are you even thinking about it?
Well, I've walked in a lot of square patterns for many years. We were talking about that quick decade.
Yep.
The slow part was the grass cutting. many. See,
I enjoy the
square patterns.
I enjoy the yard work, the lawn stuff. It's the leaves that I don't really have a real fun.
I leave the leaves.
Yeah.
To my neighbors. Yeah.
I don't know. You can't leave them too. I think it gets awfully wet in the spring. There's a shot
near the
wide.
goaltender, and it goes awry to the right side of the goal.
Conmee with that shot. He's working the left wing for the Panthers with 3:48 to play here in the first half. Scoreless and not a lot of opportunities for either team. Kind of what we saw in the second half of the boys' game.
Right, which was scoreless.
Right. I expect both teams to come out with a little bit more fervor in the second half.
Boot comes near side. It's almost like the Panthers were waiting for that curl on the shot, and they are able to bring it back down, out of bounds, and inbounded now quickly. Panthers keeping the ball in the Titan zone. That's a
nice.
Shelby Descoteau with the boot.
Nice kick by Descoteau.
Up ahead by Abigail Cote, number 10.
And Conmee overruns the ball.
Cote is going to head that one up, but it's the Titans intercepting, and right back at you for the Panthers possession now. Nashua South in the white jerseys and purple, and the Titans, of course, in all blue. Down the right sideline it goes. Out of bounds on purpose by the Titans. Going to be a quick throw in by Descoteau, and she finds her teammate. Actually, that was Descoteau that received it. It was inbounded.
South trying to work the space in the middle of the field. That's where both teams have tried to go. And
Lawrence Smith is number
19.
Without
much success.
Seen a lot of those kind of balls right there that kind of bounce.
Right here, here's a chance, John. The follow-up shot.
Score!
Yep.
A conversion there, making something seemingly out of nothing as the ball bounced near the goaltender, and it was not attended to by any of the Titans defenders.
I believe that was Conmee. Hugging the goaltender right now, Katie Conmee, number 6 for Nashua South. Caitlin Conmee with the goal.
C-O-N-M-Y. Conmee with the goal as she capitalizes on a loose ball in front of Sonia Theriault, and getting congratulations from her own goaltender, Bruna DePaula, was Caitlin Conmee. A big goal in a slowly paced game offensively. That might stand up for a while, depending on how the Titans bounce
well, the
back.
Titans have been down. The Titans have not been down on their end, on the offensive end of the field in a while.
We saw the reaction to the boys' first goal of the game, Tom. In your words, lighting a fire under the opposition.
Yeah, North came back with a fervor, but now where's the ball right after that goal? It's back down in South's offensive end. It's the North defensive zone again. So
right, not a good sign for
Conmee. You could see that develop as she was reaching for the loose ball, and Theriault way off to the right side, as she had to be with that initial play, and Conmee blasts it home, gets that far corner. Ground ball, like I said it would probably be, and caught the corner. You know, she had been working that side of the field very hard for a while.
Opportunistic was Conmee. And that's got to be a big psychological boost here.
Yeah,
as
it
we
really
head
does.
Underneath 2 minutes, the clock freezes.
The pressure's on South a little bit to win. Not, you know, a little bit more pressure on South. They're the favorite. You're a favorite in a rivalry. You know, there's a little bit of heat on you a little bit. North has nothing to lose. They're I believe 1 in 10 coming in. So
Hannah Cunningham has really been working that right side, Tom. Hannah Cunningham, she doesn't have any goal to show for it, but she's kind of been holding.
Don't forget, she was my pick to score a goal in this game. She may still do that, but she's worked pretty hard. Yeah. But you know, now we'll see how fatigued North is and see how North can respond in the second half, because I believe there's probably only about 30 seconds left in this first half.
You notice how the South players are congregating where they think this kick is going to go. And
and that's it. That'll do it for the first half. Yep.
So we've played the first 40 minutes of this one. We thought it might go scoreless through the first half, but then, fortunately, Caitlin Conmee proved me wrong as we go with a 1-0 score. South on top of North as we take a break. John Collins with Tom King. Jim McLean is our cameraman. We are at halftime of this Nashua High School girls varsity soccer game with the score Nashua South 1 and North 0. We'll take a break and be back on Nashua's ETV after this.
You know, some snacks are a lot of trouble. I wish it were easier.
Snacks with edible wrappers would be a much better idea. What about fruits and vegetables?
Just wash and eat. Blueberries, pears, and tomatoes. How fast and easy was that? Join me next time when we'll learn the secrets of making a salad.
Hey, you want to come skip school with us? We're all doing it.
My parents are away. You want a party?
Hey, you want to go tagging?
Welcome back, everybody, to the second half of this evening's soccer game, Nashua High School varsity girls. It's North versus South weekend, and after the boys' thrilling 3-2 overtime win for South, we have a 1-0 South advantage here in the second, the girls' game as well. So it could be a South sweep, barring a Titans comeback, Tom King.
Well, I tell you, North is going to have to create a lot more opportunities than they did in the first half if they want to come back. If they want, I mean, they're in the game, they're only down 1-0, but if they want to get a goal, they're going to have to create a few opportunities. They did in the first 10 minutes of the game, but then Wayne, those opportunities were few and far between afterwards.
And to start, it is the Titans who are on the defensive once again. Panthers looking for that second goal. First one was scored by Conmee. It was Caitlin Conmee, the junior, who got free, a loose ball to the left of the goal and was able to convert in the waning minutes of the first half. And that may stand up a while, according to the pace of goals that we saw earlier, although Tom mentioned that he thinks maybe what would be the reverse of the boys' game, slow start, strong finish, scoring-wise. Boys' game was scoreless for the entire second half. We'll see if the girls basically used this as a warm-up the first half there with only one goal scored. Throw in for the Panthers on the far sideline, and the Titans are going to control that though. Kick it down towards the goaltender. The goaltender for South in the white jerseys and purple numerals, Bruna DePaula, guarding the goal to our right, and in the north net, the Lady Titans Sonia Theriault guarding the goal to our left. And your left as you watch at home on Nashua's ETV. John Collins with Tom King, Jim Clean, our cameraman. A race, a foot race, and the goaltender's going to win.
Speed, and Theriault had to come out and give that ball a boot.
So now the Titans trying to convert that goaltender boot into maybe a scoring chance of their own. They urgently trying to tie it up here with space in the middle, but losing control of the ball. I believe that was number 4, Megan Hemond for North. Panthers mounting another charge here. Basically a 4-on-4 split wide to the right as it trickles out of bounds, and that could be a throw-in for the Panthers, so they gain a little ground there with that hustle. 40 minutes per half for 1-0 score. The Panthers are trying to add to it. They really did not rest on their laurels at all after scoring that goal. They kept up the pressure right through the end of the first half, and they've picked up where they left off in the first half here in the second. Officials for today's game are Dave Hebert and Nadir Lutas. Going with 2 officials. We have a lot of ground to cover in this 120-yard long pitch and about 60 yards wide. Panthers with the throw-in. Defended there nicely by the Titans, who are... Oh, now it squirts through, and it's a nice save. Stepping up was Theriault. And a dangerous crossing pass there averted by the heads-up play by the Titans goaltender. She's had to be very alert here early in the second half to avoid her team going down by 2. Maneuvering now is Kristen Deshane, number 2. She gets free, kicks it through, and that left foot curls it.
Couldn't quite get a little bit of a chip. I think she was hoping to try to set up Cunningham down on the right wing, but she couldn't get the chip up and over. I think she could have just let one fly.
So the Titans again trying to come out of their own end. They have a goal kick. And they'll boot it from there. Panthers defense moving all the way up. Even the backline people are in Titans territory, and Panthers are able to draw the foul, and it'll be a free kick for Nashua South. Let's see how they set this up. This is within striking distance at least of a setup pass for the Panthers. And doing the honors will be Caitlin Conmee, the goal scorer from earlier. No, she kind of faked like she was going to be. Now she's going to go down and see if she can receive this pass from her teammate. Nice little chip there into the scoring area, but the Titans able to face up. Now stealing it back is Conmee, trying to maneuver and get her second goal if she could. It's going to be a corner kick. She worked it and hustled and bounced it off of the Titans defender, set herself up. So just underway here in the second half. 40 minutes a half. It's 34 minutes and change left in this one, and Caitlin Conmee is going to do the corner kick honors here for the Panthers and try to put it into an area where her teammate might convert. It is out there for anybody, and the Titans able to keep it bouncing and moving it the other way, out of danger.
Well, if you're North,
it's a nice
here's
pace
some
on that
speed.
ball.
Let's see if they can turn on the Jets. They do. They have a breakaway. Here's a shot coming up.
And it is in the net. Terrific goal by the Titans. They go end to end. What a great pace on that pass to set up the goal scorer. And she is being mobbed by her teammates on the middle of the field now.
I tell you, and South is just beside themselves for letting Victoria Sousa go all the way down the field, turn on the Jets, beat the defender, and get one by the goaltender. Get one by DePaula. Wow, I'll tell you, unbelievable play. What a great burst of speed by Victoria Sousa.
And her teammate who set her up, and I want to say that it was number 4 in the center of the field, Megan Hemond. If it wasn't Megan, I apologize. But what a great setup pass that was. Long run for Sousa, but it was great vision to see that play could even develop as the Panthers try to bounce right back.
Oh, they could if she can turn and fire. Yep, tries to set it up in space for Conmee.
Conmee broken up, the ball stays in bounds, and it's going to be to the Titans now. A whiff and a dangerous situation for the Titans, who don't want to surrender the lead again after working so hard to tie things up. Boy, they were on defensive since the second half started.
Unbelievable. And Sousa just decided, I'm taking this game over. We're getting a goal. And she just decided it.
Right. You could see it developing.
I know it.
That is a classic example of how the offside rule works. You had a ball that was delivered to Sousa before she was offside, so therefore she's onside. She outran the defense to the ball, which was played to her when she was not the last player between her and the goaltender. It was she outran the defender outright to get to the ball and convert. It's a terrific play, a sprawling try by Bruna De Paula, the goaltender, but perfectly placed shot on the run by Sousa. And it's a 1-1 game, but you can see the sense of urgency on the Panthers to reacquire that lead. And the whistle goes against the Lady Panthers in white and purple, and the Titans will get a chance to get some breathing space here finally after that flurry, that pressurized flurry by the Panthers. Right back where they came from. Here comes Conmee with the loose ball again. Doing some fancy footwork within about a circle of 5 or 6 Titans. They're still able to get a shot away, but it's going to go wide right of the goal. And going to get it, Sonia Theriault, and she'll kick it or one of her teammates will, as they retrieve the ball from the back bushes. 31 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the second half. It's 1-1. We're heading to overtime. I got your attention.
You made that call right away, huh? We've got 31:04 to play.
You know what? The chances have picked up. You said they would. I've seen some more chances this half than I did in the first half, and here maybe some more.
Yeah, I told you. I thought
Conmee's
both teams would be more comfortable. Conmee's really determined after that goal. But boy, I'll tell you, you could see the South defense back on the end of the field looking at each other saying, how did that happen? You know, how did one player just zip down and beat us all? And that's what she did.
Great individual effort. The pace on that pass was perfect. It was a great combination. We've seen that all night long as one teammate sets up another. Ball bounds.
Yeah, I could see it. She had a step, and I could see it develop. You could tell that she was going to get it. She was going to get a shot off. Now
that's Sousa with it again.
What she did, and she aimed for that far. Everybody's been aiming for that far corner.
Sousa feeds it downfield, and sprinting is Alexa Asbell, number 14.
North is definitely not as sluggish as they were through the 2/3 of the first half.
Psychological boost by that goal.
No doubt about it.
Conmee.
Yeah, Conmee right now is Conmee. Everybody else is standing around the South watching Conmee play. A little contact there. They blow the whistle. Don't call it. Conmee goes down. Gets the benefit of the call, although I thought I saw a push off on South earlier. So
wins that individual battle, at least in the officials' eyes, and it'll be a free kick for South. Delivering it downfield there was Abigail Cote. Loose ball. Gained by the Titans. A stop move by Victoria Sousa there. As the ball is kicked far left, chasing after it. Megan Hemond has it out of bounds over on the right sideline. The Titans do, at least. Midfielder will inbound it near the 50-yard line. 28:50 left. 1-1 is the score. Deflected ball.
Boy, amazing. The way North had played that most of the first, that latter, like I said, I'd say 25 minutes of the first half, I wouldn't have thought that they had an idea of how they wanted to attack South, and I didn't think they'd have many chances in this second half, and boy, look at that. All it takes is one player to get that willpower. Right. Sousa had it.
That was a play, I think if you traced it, it went about 100 yards from the origin.
Right.
Without the Titans touching it.
Almost, I know it.
Excuse me, without South touching it.
Speed. Sousa's got speed. Now, can she do it again? I mean, that's a long run and a lot of energy. And we got a free kick here for the Titans at the 34-yard line. Let's see how this develops. No, she's going to try to chip it in.
Onside?
It's onside. Yep. It is. Same theory that you talked about before.
Trying to find that open space and beat the defenders to it.
And they had it. The only thing they didn't count on was DePaula coming out of net and making a quick play.
Right, that is the danger.
Goaltenders in soccer they're asked to do a lot more, John, than a goalie in hockey, I think. Even though they don't face nearly as many shots, they have to direct play on the field a lot more and take a lot of chances coming out of their comfort zone than a hockey goaltender does.
If you maybe if you watch a lot of football and you're not that familiar with soccer rules, you think about, you know, when a receiver, we were talking about Randy Moss earlier, but when a receiver goes deep in football, if he outruns the defense before the ball is thrown, that's fine. I mean, you can go down there and beat the defender, the last safety, and then the quarterback throws it to you. But
right, exactly.
In soccer,
Here's a chance right now. They try to calm me with a good center. Yeah.
Yeah. In soccer, you have to
time it.
You have to throw that ball, get rid of the pass before your teammate crosses behind the
defense. Right.
And that's a tricky proposition sometimes, but it's beautiful when it comes together, and we've seen that a few times tonight. Offensive players springing free behind the defenders, and that was the classic case by Sousa. Ball dribbles past a few of the Titans defenders, but the backline defense is there. Nice tic-tac passing for Titans, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be a North throw-in as they work their way past midfield. Neither team able to dominate pressure-wise so far here in the second half. We've seen both teams pretty adept at getting that ball over the center line. Caitlin Conmey, nice stop and go hesitation move. She got herself some space on the left side. Passes toward the front, but it's deflected off of a Titans defender, and that charge sputters for the moment, but it is the Panthers' ball. Far sideline, deflected by the Titans. Now here back they come, and they do get it past, and nearly springing Sousa again in the same manner, but Titans are intercepted that time. Midfield play. Bounding ball out of bounds off of the Titans. It'll be a throw-in for the Lady Panthers in white. 25 minutes even left to go in the second half. A 1-1 game. Substitution coming into the game is Sana Oren.
Clock continues to move. 24:50 to play here. Second half. 1-1 the score. Okay, we going to OT or not, John?
Well, I think we are. I'm on record.
You are on record. That's with 31 minutes left to play in the half, you were on record.
Lauren Smith just came out. So a save made there.
I say we're not.
Okay. How about if we go to overtime 2-2? Would that be a shock to you?
Yes, that would.
Well, we'll see what happens. That's why they play the game.
I think next goal. I think next goal will
win.
Will win.
I know that too, and I'm just saying it's going to come in overtime.
No, you're saying we're going to go to OT 2-2.
Oh no, I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
You just said, to be shocked.
Let's play the tape. Let's play the tape.
No, I did say that. I just asked you to be shocked. I didn't predict it.
Right.
I just wanted to know.
Playing both ends doesn't work here.
Right. No, I'm saying 1-1 overtime.
You're saying 1-1 overtime?
Right.
All right.
But you're saying there's going to be more goals scored.
I'm saying it's going to be 2-1.
But you don't believe it's a possibility that both teams
I don't believe it's going to be 2-2. I believe one team's got a goal. One of these teams has one more goal left.
So you believe it's going to be 2-1?
2-1 final, yep.
Right.
And we all know how
regulation.
And we all know how my predictions have worked out so far.
Substitution. South is, they're strategizing to get those fresh legs on the field and then make something happen and make Tom a profit here. with a PH. I don't want to get you too excited.
You're killing Jim McClain. You've been killing him all night.
Somebody say profit? No, I just talking about prediction stuff. Ball working its way down into the Panther zone. Given the fact that the North was 1-10 coming into this game, correct? If they had,
they're not playing like it, are they?
Right. No, they're playing very well. And if they get the go-ahead goal, you would almost now you would expect the South would come back and assert their dominance or their favorites coming into this game.
I think
so. That's
right.
a scenario for you who somebody thinks there's going to be more scoring in this game with 22 minutes left. That's a scenario that I think could happen.
I just think South has maybe one or two more skilled players on the field than North does, and I think at some point in time that skill it's
going to pay off,
manifest itself.
Right.
I mean, we saw that in the North-South boys game because I don't think.
Yeah, it was a trio.
I think North had a better team.
North players.
I think North had a better team. But I think South had that one guy who could take a game over that North didn't have, and we all know, who that was.
Raul Navia Martinez.
And I think he was just outstanding around the net because he had a few other chances that we called that he wasn't able to convert on.
Here come the Titans, Tom. Putting on some pressure down deep. They're just trying to get that one player loose, and broken up was our goal scorer Victoria Souza. Good defense by South, and really a strong hustle play made there by goal scorer for South, Conmee, who gets it back. And she kicks it toward the middle of the field. Will she get sprung free here? No, it was a much needed defensive play by the Titans as they had about a 3-on-2 going here on the left slot. This is a loose ball.
Right, and
very smart.
This is a chance right here, and there's a chance it's going to go. I was shocked.
The Titans go ahead, 2-1.
I was shocked at the way Bruna DePaula played that.
She got caught in no woman's land there.
She did.
And it is another goal for the Titans, who came into this game 1-10.
I couldn't tell who got that.
A shocker as a goal scorer. The Titans get that go-ahead game, possibly game-winning goal. We'll see what develops
here. Again, the far corner, 11.
11. Thank you very much, Jim McLean. Sana.
It was Sousa with her second goal of the half.
Oh, sorry. Victoria Sousa. Excellent. Well, Sousa, again, opportunistic. She loves that left side.
She does, and she did put the burst of speed on. It was a miniature of what we saw her play earlier.
Can't leave her alone,
can you?
No, you
can't.
Wow, over there. And you were just talking about a player that can take a game over. Well, right now, Victoria Sousa has taken this one over. 2-1. The Titans lead it as the goal-scoring pace has picked up here dramatically in the second half. There was only one goal scored at the very end of the first half, 2 halfway through the second half, and it is now a 2-1 lead, and I do wish I made that 2-2 overtime prediction. But you know, my scenario
I'll be honest.
Now you expect South to score, don't you?
See, my prediction was I expected South to take the 2-1 lead.
Right, and that's not happening.
So now you may come through, but because South, I
were the favorite coming in here. Now they have to light the fires lit under them.
I'm looking at the skill level, and I'm thinking that they've got a goal. They've got a goal left in them. They've got a goal in them. There's Conmee shot, but it's too high. It's deflected.
Kind of like a slap shot that a player got a stick on. It's up in the air, and it goes off of Conmee.
Wow, the Titans with a 2-1 edge. And this would be a big upset if they win this game, just like it was in the first game. Although North had only 3 wins, but South had 0 wins going into that boys game.
South definitely has a sense of urgency about their play right now. 18 minutes and 10 seconds. Here goes Conmee down deep on the left, and she kicks it off of the Titans player, out of bounds, corner kick upcoming for the Panthers. And it looks like Caitlin Conmee, who is the goal scorer for South so far in this one, will do the honors, kicking it from the left corner as the South players and the North defenders begin to congregate in front of the goaltender, Sonia Theriol. Clock continuing to run, 17:40 to go in the second half. And Conmy's kick is right in front, but a little bit too far away from her
teammates. No one
teammates.
could deliver a turnaround hard kick.
Here we go again. And
They had to wait for the ball to settle.
Kicks it off a defender and gets another corner kick.
She's pesty, isn't she? She's a tough player.
That persistence may pay off and get Tom King the overtime he so desperately desires. Can never get too much.
That John Collins.
Intra-city rivalry.
That John
soccer.
Collins so fervently predicted.
Tentatively predicted. 17 minutes, and here's the kick, and this one is about in the exact same spot. And this time the Panthers are able to corral it and try to make something out of it. It is headed away by the Titans and out of bounds. Yes, it's going to be another throw-in for the Panthers. How'd that ball get through the hedge over there? Throw-in is deflected by a Titans defender, but it ends up closer to the goal. Titans with it, kicked out of bounds. 16.5 minutes to go in the second half. 2-1, the Titans surprisingly on top in this girls varsity soccer game here at Stellos Stadium in Nashua. The boys South team won the first game 3-2 over North. A terrific thriller of a game in overtime. Goal kick for the Titans. It is deflected by Conmy, out of bounds. I think this will be Titans ball to throw it in, however. See some players grasping at their sides to catch their breath, literally, here at Stellos after, well, it's been 14 plus 25, 65 minutes of running.
And now, you wonder if you're the Titans, do you go into a defensive shell, John, or do you try to keep the pressure up? I think they're going to go into a box and they're going to go into a shell and they're going to try to see if their defense can hold the fort.
I think they're in it right now, Tom.
I think they are now, too.
And here is the Panthers trying to penetrate
they don't
box.
they don't want to get caught undermanned back in their own zone, so I think they're going to go into a defensive shell.
Conmy basically double teamed over there.
If you do that, you can't turn the ball over. The bounce of a soccer ball can really, really fool you.
Conmy's thinking about playing it back towards the middle after being double and triple teamed on the near side. She's knocked to the turf. It's going to be a free kick from about 30 yards away from the goal. Right at that spot. Number 6, Caitlin Conmy, who has the only goal of the game for South, is going to wait a moment as the officials set this up. Now Titans give the required space to Conmy. Does she go right at the goal, Tom, or what do you think?
I don't think she's got the aim, because she's got to kind of hook that ball. That's going to be a tough shot.
She did.
She did, but we're at an angle, John. That was wide. That ball was wide. That was slicing wide.
I think she wanted to hit it more to the front or right of the goal.
To the far corner,
right.
without the slice. But
give her teammates a chance.
You hit a ball like that, you're going to get a little bit of a tail on it, and that's going to that's really tough to angle that ball in from that side.
Well, I think you've really laid out the storyline here, Tom. We're getting into the waning minutes. You have a surprising upset in the making of the Titans out ahead 2-1. You have the favorites coming in South, trying to penetrate a defensive box that the Titans are about to set up here and try to preserve this lead. And the question is, who will win out as the ball goes out of bounds?
Now Victoria Sousa, a pair of goals for Nashua North. They lead it 2-1 here, 13-17. The only goal for South coming off the foot of Katie Conmy. It gave South a 1-0 lead.
You know, it's as surprising as the developments have been so far, Tom. You look at the expanse of green out here. As defensive-minded as the Titans are right now, how about the dagger that it would be if they sprung somebody right now? Ball's in front of the goal, and the Titans have it.
Tough to do, John. Tough to do in soccer. You rarely see the end-to-end. Well, not down the middle of the field. You know, she was on the wing, and she took the ball probably around the 50 and made it all the way down.
Right. There is that danger, though. I mean, it lingers if everybody is up, and I think it's legal in soccer or within the rules for the goaltender to go all the way.
Yeah, it is.
Down.
It is.
Literally like pulling the goalie and having the person act as an 11th offensive player.
You rarely see it.
Right. I remember seeing it in the World Cup, back to that, but one of the goaltenders was all the way down and actually tried to head a goal into the net
But again, I was surprised the way DePaula played Sousa's second goal. I thought she was going to come out and challenge, and initially you could tell she wanted to, and then she hesitated.
And it turned into a penalty kick, basically.
You know, basically, she hesitated.
Yeah.
And thought the better of going out to do the challenge, but I think she had an angle that she could have cut down. But again, we're up here.
Yeah.
You know, just like you thought that was going to go in the net and it was wide. You know, the angle's different, but you could tell she thought of it. She thought about doing it, and then decided against it. And then Sousa, give her credit. She found the open spot both times.
Yeah, she finished.
You know, she had to hit that far corner twice without going wide, and she was able to do it.
Huge goals for the Titans, who have had very limited opportunities and made the most of them. 2-1, North leads. North, of course, in blue, and the Panthers in white and purple, trying to get that equalizer. 11 minutes even left to go in the second half. Titans just continue to shore up the defenses and try to kick that ball toward midfield.
And here they go.
Got a little bit
I
of a
mean,
burst
every
here.
minute that they're down at this end, it takes it away from South.
That's it. A modicum of offense would go a long way.
That's just it. Any minute that they can do it. That's why that strategy, you know, sometimes doesn't pay off in this game.
The prevent defense?
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't prevent a lot of offense.
Yeah, sometimes it prevents a win, but it depends on how well you do it. It depends on how disciplined your defensive players are.
It might take a bit of brilliance by South to cut through all that and create a scoring opportunity in heavy traffic, basically, defensive traffic. Now, the Titans are inbounding the ball here in front of us. 10 minutes to go in the game. They have some offense going here, and as Tom said, every offensive minute they have to give it up.
You know, if I'm North, I kick the ball out of bounds, I delay, I chip it away. You know,
Did you see that? That was a missed throw.
Missed throw, and of course, what that does is it gives the ball back to North, but it also takes time. Now, see, I take my time. I take my time right here with this throw-in. I don't rush it. I walk up very slowly. I take my time. The clock's ticking. Milk the clock. You've got 9:32 unofficially to play in this soccer game.
Isn't that what Nigeria did to the U.S. in the World
I didn't see that game, but is that what they did? Did they kind of slow it? Yeah, you know, you can. Soccer is unique in that way. When the clock ticks.
Nigeria, if I have the right country, it was the country that did us in twice. But yeah, they were very slow to the ball.
Yeah,
on purpose.
On purpose.
Because they were headed
by a goal. You got the lead. You want to do that. That's what I do if I'm North right now.
It's a strategy. Yeah, football, right? You delay, but you do have the play clock in football, which makes it a little different. You're not able to take more than what the rules allow, but here you can actually kind of fudge your way to take more time off. Ball bounding around the far sideline in South's end of the field. 8.5 minutes to go. Players collide, and that ball, I believe, will be awarded to the Panthers as the tackle made, basically, by the Titans. South inbounding here, trailing 2-1, trying to get that equalizer. We're at Stellos Stadium in Nashua. Among 5 games we have slated on Nashua's ETV this weekend.
It's a busy weekend, isn't it? well, one of the busiest ones we've had in a long time.
And the weather is cooperating. We had a little sprinkle to start the boys' game.
It's going to be,
tonight.
it is going to be dry all the way through, I believe.
Grow grass, grow.
See, look what you did to poor Jim McLean.
Yeah, he's a landscaper. I'm just,
you know?
trying to make him some money. Also, that's a tongue twister.
Here's a
try
chance
it.
right here.
Trickles
Loose
through
ball,
it.
it's going to go in. No!
Saved by the Titans.
There was no Panther in the box, and that's why the Titans were able to get to the ball and steer it away before it made its way through. Plus, a couple of lucky bounces. If that ball had another extra spin on it, it might have gone in the net.
Wow, what a terrific play made out there by number 32. Jennifer Coletta, Tom, made the save. Basically the defender in the goal mouth, taking a goal away, the equalizer from South, as that ball was, I believe now, I know it's a tough angle again, but that was trickling across the line, was it not?
It was trickling across the line, but the Titans were there to steer it away.
Jennifer Coletta with the save, number 32, a junior, with as big a play as any goal that's been scored tonight. 6:40 left to go in this one. Titans hanging on to that 1-goal lead as they make some substitutions.
.626 to play, and South is not going to get any closer without putting the ball in the net than they just did right there.
Yeah, I believe that was Angelique Gosselin that just came into the game, number 6. Throw in by the Panthers. Clock is not their friend right now, trailing 2-1. They've largely kept the ball in the Titan zone as the North team's gone into a box. Nifty move there to maintain possession for the Panthers as the Titans try to get it out.
There's Kami right in the middle of it all, and she's got a line drive shot just wide. Oh,
wow,
my God.
that was a good bid to the left
that
post.
was. Boy, I'll tell you, is she something?
Yeah.
She's tiny. She's not the biggest player on the field, but boy, I think she's got the strongest foot of anybody out there.
Yeah, that was definitely had the pace to beat the goaltender, but
she
just
turned
wide of the post.
And fired. She is a fire plug out there.
Had an idea what she wanted to do with it. So it's still a 2-1 game as we get down to the 5-minute mark remaining. The boot goes to the far sideline, and it is the Panthers' ball. Another pop-up kick. It's going to bounce very high like a jump ball in basketball for the moment. Now with it, chipping it in on the goaltender, and she had to make that save with Kami right there.
Yeah, bouncing ball with Kami right there. That's where the spin of the ball can create a problem, especially if you've got another offensive player right near you as the goaltender when you're trying to make the save. You've got to get a grip on that ball.
Sonia Theriault, the goaltender for North, has allowed just 1 tally.
And here's North down now with 4:33 to play. The ball in their own end.
Yeah, taking valuable seconds off the clock. Number 11, Victoria Sousa, the star of the game for North, has scored 2 goals. And she was the one that led that rush down the right sideline as her teammate will inbound it here. That's Alexa Asbell who throws it to Sousa, and she's in traffic and she's broken up. Victoria looks like she is gassed, Tom. She's given it her all here today.
Yep.
Number 11 in blue.
How could she not be after that long run for that goal?
Several, I mean, yeah.
You know.
But Conmee, on the other hand, the striker for South, she's still determined, it seems, to get that equalizer as the ball bounces in on Bruna DePaula.
DePaula's got to hurry. She can't take too much time. She's got to get rid of it right away.
Titans looking to be opportunistic and pounce if DePaula makes a mistake.
3:41 left to go in this soccer game.
Wow, this is really getting down there, and South is
there's Kami.
Looking desperate.
If I'm South, I want Kami to try to take this over.
Get the ball
on her foot.
And trying to get it to Conmee, but overshooting her teammate and to the goaltender.
And again, that's a catch that DePaula's got to make. Not DePaula, but that Theriault has got to make. She's got to make that catch. She can't have the ball bounce off her chest and be loose because Kami would be there to jump on it. 3:06 now. We're just about the 3-minute mark. 3 minutes to play in this soccer game in regulation.
Abigail Cote got the worst of that jump ball collision, but she shakes it off enough to make this free kick here from just on the south side of midfield.
Now they're
discussing something.
But now they're also discussing the strategy here. See if we're going to get a card handed out? No, we're not. I don't think we had a card handed out. But a little bit of a warning, I think, was given to the Titans.
Okay.
D'Souza. I think D'Souza, I think.
Okay.
And there she is right there with the interception.
Big interception.
Yep.
She's able to take it back
Makes
toward
that
midfield.
play.
Any thoughts of going down and getting the equalizers on hole for South right now as they are
Well, I tell you,
on the defensive?
North, you could pretty much milk that clock if you have a chance to do it. Ball goes out of bounds off South. If you're a Titan right now, don't throw the ball in. See, she takes her time, waits, hesitates, lifts off a little throw. It's out of bounds. Now South's got to throw it in. That's the way to do it.
All right.
Take your time. Clock's gonna, the scoreboard clock is gonna stop at 2 minutes, and then all bets are off. You basically just delay. They could go back and forth right here with this throw in, John, all for the next 2 minutes. South's got to find a way to maneuver the ball on the field and not get near the sideline.
Trying to find Conmee. That's stymied.
Conmee was right there. She's being guarded heavily right now.
Yeah. Double and triple team.
Yeah, well, marking her right now, it looks like she's going to be the responsibility. I'm trying to find out that number. I can't find it.
We're under 2 minutes, Tom, so this game could end any second, really. So South getting down to desperation time. North.
Angelique Goslin is the one on Conmee. I thought it was 8, but it's 6. Angelique Goslin is going to be the one doing it.
She's shadowing the talented playmaker.
And now you can't take this kind of time. Look at this. They had to go get the ball. The clock, precious seconds tick off.
Right.
Unbelievable.
And North's happy to see those seconds tick
Boy,
off.
aren't they ever. Boy, South just not able to get any kind of action going. Going to inbound again. North played the throw-in game on one side of the field, and they're doing it again, just knocking it out of bounds, making South retrieve the ball and throw it in.
Ball loose in the corner. The Titans
just let it go.
Kick it out.
Kick it out. Let the clock, let the seconds go.
That's the 12th man on the field. Is the time clock
I'd say we've got to be down near a minute left, if that.
Ball loose for the moment in front is popped up in the air and just doesn't come down anywhere where the Panthers
John,
can take
I think I'm going to get a prediction right tonight.
I think you are. Although, that's when you say that, something crazy happens. The Titans get loose. Actually, the ball gets loose. I should say the goaltender had come all the way up at Bruno DePaula to try to help out, and it goes out of bounds, and that could be the final surge that the Titans need to stave off any hope of a comeback for the Panthers.
Now, see, now they're throwing in. This game is done. South is not going to get another opportunity down the field.
As the ball trickles out down the back end, it's going to be a goal mouth kick for the Panthers. They're going to have to try to have like two or three
Too far to go, John. Too far to go as precious seconds tick off.
Well, there's 50 yards right there as a tackle made.
How about that?
And it's loose. The Titans are determined not to let this
It's not going to happen. They did. It's great strategy on their part. Very well schooled, and that'll do it. They win the upset 2-1. And John, how about this? The two winning teams in the North-South Soccer War, only one player scores for both teams.
Wow.
South gets 3 goals in the boys. South gets 3 goals by the same player. In the girls, North gets 2 goals by the same player.
So it made it easy for us to decide who's
players of the games. Exactly.
Yeah. It was Raul Navia Martinez in the boys game for South, and in the girls game for North, it was Victoria Souza with both goals, the first one and the game winner here in the second
And
half.
I think the big defensive play, the block on that free kick here, we're just before 2 minutes were about to start, the final 2-minute countdown, when the referee had given a warning. And she comes up and makes that big interception on the free kick and knocks it back the other way. And that set the tone for those final 2 minutes where South could not get a single shot on net and a single offensive chance.
And let's also credit Sonia Theriault, the goaltender for North, with a scoreless second half. A brilliant job of defensive play and offensive of opportunism by North to come up with 2 goals in the second half and hold the very good South team scoreless.
Oh, she is, well, North players absolutely tired, cramping. They did a great effort. They're stretching out on the field. Right? Is that Sousa on the ground? Not sure who that is. It's getting, some treatment for cramps.
Wow. That's maximum effort.
That's the big effort.
Right,
I'll tell you, that is it's not Sousa because she's right down in front of us, but that's the big effort right now.
And
so
that looks like it's hopefully a temporary
it's
problem.
Just cramping. They're working a cramp is what they're doing right now. That's all that is.
Yeah.
So
and I'd say mixed in with the grimace, there's a big smile of victory down there.
I'll tell you, second win of the year for Nashua North. They go to 2-10. South drops to 5-5, and you wonder what direction they go in after this game. Like I said, this could be a directional game for one of these two teams. So that's it. The final score 2-1 in favor of Nashua North, an upset over South. 2 upsets.
Yeah, and who can ask for anything more? We enjoyed bringing you tonight's games. Nashua High School boys and girls varsity soccer. That was Tom King. I'm John Collins. I want to thank Jim McLean for excellent camera work tonight. Our executive producer, Pete Johnson. Thank you for watching Nashua's ETV, and good night from Stellos Stadium, everybody.